Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. And before I get started, I'm going to mention that, first of all, my fingers are atrocious. I had been doing some inking before this, so my fingers are all stained. And I had also already done half of the layout before I remembered to hit record. My inspiration this week was this beautiful tissue paper that I had left from a gift bag that I had stuffed, but I loved the pattern on it. However, you could see the lines through the tissue paper, so I took my Tombow Mono correction tape and whited out all the lines on the bottom 2 sections. And then I'm going to take my Tombow Mono adhesive tape and cover both of those sections completely. I just run my tape runner along the edge, trying to get as close to the line without going over, and then I will fill in the entire section with the adhesive. The tissue paper is not forgiving at all, but I also want to have good connection so that the tissue paper does not rip up as I'm using the page. So that's why I'm completely covering the area. Now that the area is completely covered, I'm going to grab my tissue paper and work from one corner to another and try to lay down the tissue paper without any creases in it. I did get a crease in the other side, so I kind of know what I'm working with at this point. But once you lay it down, it's down. There's no moving it. Then I take my ruler and I find my Cricut knife and I just cut along the outer black lines of the bottom 2 boxes. Thankfully, I can still see the lines through the tissue paper. I found that the easiest way to line up the ruler is to put my knife on the black line and then push the ruler up to my knife. And that way I get a good clean cut. And when using the knife, it's always a delicate balance to make it through the top layer that you're trying to cut and not make it through the actual planner paper that you're not trying to cut. So I'm going to bring in the other side, and the top section I am planning on using for my calendar. The bottom section I am going to use for my tasks. I'm going to put other stickers over top, and then my sidebar I will be using for menu planning. I grabbed my Mojo Jojo Plans Rainbow Boxes book, as well as the Spring Boxes book, and I'm going to use the orange and the red from the Spring boxes and the yellow from the Rainbow Boxes book. But her boxes are kind of skinny, the ones that I like to use, so it's fine for this week since I am still on medical leave and I won't be doing very much. At this point, it's mostly a list of things that I need my kids to do, and they just love that. And I would have liked to use the line boxes, but I didn't have enough, so I will have to put my own lines on later. So I just grab some wax paper, since once I lay a sticker down on this tissue paper, there is no way I'm going to be able to move it. So I grab my wax paper and throw down the stickers that I want just a little askew, and using that double wide box for the weekend. Then I'm going to try to find some quotes that I can throw in. I do have some older sticker books. I honestly could not find any of them when I looked yesterday. I am hoping that they come back in stock on Happy Planner's website. And then what I have in my hand right now is a Vicky Bouton oldie but goodie that I continue to pull from. So I'm just trying to decide which colors that I want to use across the whole spread. I clearly can't use any sticker with a clear background because it will not show up on that floral tissue paper that I have. So I'm just trying to pull some reds and some blacks and see what else I can find that will fit in with this spread. As always, I like to try to balance the colors, the shapes, the text across the page so that there isn't one grouping of anything in one spot. So I pulled the Laugh Out Loud sticker from the Vicky Bouton sticker sheet, and then the red Love is a Million Colors, and the Oh Joy, which is also red. And then I pulled Think Happy Thoughts, the white one that doesn't really go, but I do end up using it. And then the Do What Makes You Happy circle sticker, and then 2 more circle stickers, one that says yay and one that's a heart. And then I decided I needed some more black, so I pulled that What You Create Does Not Have to Be Perfect sticker. And then I just start playing with the layout, and I'm just trying to balance the colors and the shapes as best as I can. However, I can only play around for so long, and then I'm going to have to bite the bullet and start actually sticking down these stickers. So I start working my way over from right to left, sticking down my weekend sticker box, and then the other 2 boxes for Friday and Thursday. And then I just start filling in from my wax paper. I do decide to turn that banner into a square. However, I probably could have left the banner after going back and adding some more stickers later, but for now I turned it into a rectangle. Then I decide that I am going to grab some of my skinny washi tape to make a clear definition between the top section that I'll use for my calendar and the bottom section. I did run it along the bottom of the line just so that I could make sure it was straight all the way across the page. However, it was a little trying to put it on the right side under that yay sticker because, like I said, the tissue paper is not forgiving at all. So I ended up having to put it over the sticker and then use my knife to cut around. And then I was having a hard time getting the one side cut, so I ended up having to tuck it under the sticker, but it ended up working out fine. But once again, I wish that I had thought about putting the washi tape down before I started putting stickers down. But like I said, it ended up working out, so it's all good. Once I got the washi tape down, I went back to the left side to start laying the stickers down on that side. I did decide to move that heart sticker over to the right side in the corner, and then I threw down the other boxes and I put that white Do What Makes You Happy circle sticker in the upper left hand side of the tissue paper. That way my circles make a triangle. I did put down that white Think Happy Thoughts box, and still looking at the layout, I don't love it. I'm not sure if I needed another white box or if I should have just left it off. And then I did struggle with that Oh Joy. I knew I wanted more red, but I could not figure out where exactly I wanted it. I still don't feel like the red stickers balanced out, but I think the way the red flowers are on the right-hand side, it helped balance out the red stickers on the left-hand side, if that makes sense. But like I said, I'm not loving that Think Happy Thoughts box with the white background, but I am going to leave it. And then I decide to put a sticker in the sidebar for my meal plans, and I put it on crooked. So I had to grab my undo to try to pull it up. So I pulled it up enough to get the part that I messed up unstuck, let it dry just a little bit, and then I laid the sticker back down flat. So thank goodness for undo, because otherwise I would have just had to rip that sticker up and it would have been a total loss. And then I really wanted a quote in the sidebar, so I went back in and found that Today is a Gift banner in black. I whited out the notes, and I also went back in and pulled out a few more colorful boxes because I didn't want my sidebar to be that white. I felt like I needed to balance out all the color across the rest of the spread in the sidebar. So just with that Today is a Gift banner, I also layered a yellow and a orange box. I played around with the placement a little bit until I figured out how I wanted that to be laid out. And then I decided that I needed to take a break. So I put my stuff away and I will come back to this later. So I definitely overdid it the other day, and now it's been 2 days and this has just been sitting on my desk waiting for me to come back to it. But I did know that I wanted to throw some lines on the boxes throughout the week, so I grabbed this stencil that's very dirty that I use for scrapbooking because the lines are closer together than the Happy Planner stencil lines are. So I grabbed my .38 Muji pen and I just traced the lines. I do leave a little bit of space at the top and I put it a little closer to the bottom. But I just do this for all the boxes. I do have a little bit hard of a time making my lines stop in the correct place, but I wanted the lines to be a little bit closer just because the boxes are so small compared to the box size that I normally use. So once again, I just wanted those lines a little closer. And as I draw these lines, I will just let everyone know that I did end up having to have my gallbladder removed. It ended up not being an outpatient procedure like they were hoping. I ended up spending 2 nights in the hospital, and now I am recovering. I did overdo it the other day, like I said. It's very hard for me not to stay busy, so I tried to do too much. And then I ended up pretty much in bed for 2 days. Today is Thursday, and I did get out of the house a little bit, but I am back in bed just trying to take it easy and not overdo it again. I do not want to go backwards again. So hopefully by this weekend I will be able to go to my son's soccer tournament. I would really like to see him play. So I am on the mend, but it was a little bit worse than we had expected. So back to the spread, I did draw too many lines on that orange box on the left-hand side, so I used my Jelly Roll white pen to just go over that line. You can still tell that I did mess up, but it's better than leaving the line. That would have driven me nuts, and using the Tombow Mono whiteout tape probably would have been even more noticeable. Now that I got my lines drawn in, I am going to go ahead and put some boxes in the top section for things that I know that are going on throughout the week. My daughter has volleyball camp, and although it goes the entire week, I am only going to have boxes for the first 3 days, and then I will just draw a line that goes across the rest of the week. These boxes, again, are so narrow that I did a little sticker surgery, and I just cut off one edge and overlapped it with another sticker. I did that for the weekend as well. My son has a soccer camp that he's going to. Again, it is 3 days, but I will just draw a line for it to go all the way to Sunday. I just want to note what's happening. It doesn't have to be perfect, and I didn't feel like I needed 3 stickers for the weekend or running 5 stickers all the way across the bottom of the layout from my daughter's volleyball camp. And then I just threw a couple boxes up top to note some doctor's appointments that we have this week. And then I am going to take one last look at the spread and see if there is anything else I want to do. And I did decide to throw a red box down towards the bottom of the sidebar. I didn't like how much white space was down there, and I don't think I'll be doing a lot of errands or anything like that, which is what I normally put in the sidebar. I will probably put something along the lines of "take it easy." So hopefully I don't have any more setbacks, but I am still enjoying my planner and making it work for me. I hope that you're finding the best way to make your planner work for you. I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video.